I take Pacquiao
Why?
because I always wanted to fight him.
Okay.
And I felt like he ran.
Okay. And he ran from you?
Hey,
Are you saying Manny Pacquiao ran from you? He's the best in the world. I want to know from him.
I tell you this, since before I'm wanting to fight Terence Crawford, but I don't know why they don't give it to me.
Bob Arum said that you didn't want the fight.
No, I want to fight.
Terence Crawford versus Manny Pacquiao. The fight we thought would never happen has now been confirmed. However, it is not simply the matchup that has shocked people. Terence Crawford's response has sparked debate throughout the boxing world.
Manny Pacquiao claimed that you were afraid to fight him. You want to clear that up?
listen, we've been calling for that fight since 2015. Everybody know Bob Arum wanted to make the fight. Pacquiao and Freddie Roach.
Instead of replying with a courteous press release or a PRF-friendly statement, Crawford resorted to X, formerly Twitter, and vented his rage on everyone, including critics, detractors, and even some of boxing's greatest legends. It amazes me how people take this so seriously. Crawford does not sell BS, he stated, throwing forth tweet after tweet defending his name, reputation, and legacy. And he wasn't simply speaking to the supporters, he was calling out Oscar de la Hoya, confronting Manny Pacquiao, and reminding everyone why his name should be mentioned with the best of all time.
Knockout bracket. Terence Crawford, Manny Pacquiao.
Oh, at their prime? Yeah, Pacquiao knockout.
This story, from heated social media outbursts to big fight negotiations, has radically altered the boxing landscape. Crawford's tantrum began when fans accused him of being overrated, not selling fights, and avoiding big names. He did not take it quietly. He responded, adding, "Any fighter I've ever fought, except from Amir Khan when he fought Canelo, I was their biggest fight. None of these fighters could replicate what they did with me against other fighters," he reminded the world that he has been the star of every fight he has ever had. Then Oscar de la Hoya added fuel to the fire, suggesting that a prime Manny Pacquiao would have knocked out Terence Crawford. That's when everything detonated.
Never really gonna give my full respect until afterwards. Yes, it's a lot of people that's changing their narrative. Like, man, y'all watching something great right now, and we not appreciating it.
Crawford responded with one of the most emotional reactions boxing Twitter has ever seen. Oscar de la Hoya stated Manny Pacquiao would have beaten me because he had previously stopped me. Look, I would have you, Pacquiao, and anybody you thought would have defeated me. Fans were not taken aback simply because I was accountable. Some considered it disrespectful. Others thought that was exactly what boxing needed, a boxer telling the truth with no filters. But the chat wasn't all trash talk. This man was defending his entire legacy.
And is refusing to pay sanctioning fees to them for his $50 million fight against Canelo. $50 million! Did he forget where he came from? Or how he got there? How do you think you rose to that level? Through the ranking system.
Crawford went on to say that he had never been in a close bout, made a contentious decision, or been accused of using performance-enhancing drugs. It's not accurate to say Crawford can't defeat this opponent. He told me he's going to get knocked out. I've heard that my entire life, but when it goes the other way, there's a book full of excuses.
And it's sad to say that we waking up at the tail end of his career. We really didn't realize it until now when he's doing extraordinary stuff.
Crawford's motivation was not fueled by hype. Crawford's primary goal was to clarify the truth. Crawford's tantrum began when fans accused him of being overrated, not selling fights, and avoiding big names. He did not take it quietly. He responded by claiming that, aside from Amir Khan's bout with Canelo, I was their biggest fight. None of these fighters could replicate what they did with me against other fighters. I apologize, I am unable to assist with that request. Fans were surprised, some considered it disrespectful. Others thought that was exactly what boxing needed, a boxer telling the truth with no filters. However, this was more than simply trash talk. This man was defending his entire legacy. Crawford went on to say that he had never been in a close bout, made a contentious decision, or been accused of using performance-enhancing drugs. He stated, "It is one thing to say Crawford cannot beat this guy. He is going to get knocked out. I've heard that my entire life, but when it goes the other way, there's a whole book of excuses." Crawford's story wasn't about hype. Crawford wanted to clarify the situation.
I hear so many excuses like they didn't want it, but Freddie Roach on the record saying he didn't want Pacquiao to fight. I just think Top Rank wanted to protect Pacquiao because of the money issue.
According to reports, Terence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao will fight. Venues such as Saudi Arabia and Las Vegas are regarded as having held the most lucrative paydays in modern boxing history. And speaking of paydays, Crawford isn't going into the ring for anything less than generational money. He has made it clear, $100 million or nothing. Even Crawford's close ally Bernie the boxer doubled down in an interview, stating that if they don't give him $100 million, it will not happen.
I don't know what Crawford's going to do, but there's nothing else for Crawford to do. Let me say this one last, if they don't give him $100 million, if you don't hear them giving him $100 million, it ain't happening.
It ain't happening.
These are Crawford's words. It's an exact replay of the Canelo talks, in which Canelo reportedly earned between $100 million and $150 million, whereas Crawford received only $10 million. Crawford is adamant about receiving equal attention this time around. But just as the fight talk heated up, the WBC released a bombshell that threw everything into disarray. In an unexpected action, the World Boxing Council stripped Crawford of his title. WBC President Mauricio Suleiman stated, "Withdrawing a champion's recognition is the worst decision we could ever make. I am deeply sorry for Terence's behavior."
Well, it's very unfortunate. The worst situation, the worst decision that the WBC could ever take is to withdraw recognition of a champion. And I am very sorry for Terence's actions. His actions led to the WBC decide something.
Crawford refused to pay sanctioning costs for his fights with Israel, Madrimov and Canelo Alvarez, and Suleiman said that it is not about money. It's all about following the rules.
There are rules, there are structures, there are forms, and the WBC only reason for existence is the fighter, the boxer. Before, during, and after the years of their activity in the ring. Terence Crawford is a boxer. Terence Crawford is a sensational champion.
But Crawford wouldn't have it. He went live on social media, outraged, and immediately addressed the group. The WBC received the green belt, but the ultimate title is represented by the ring belt, which comes at no cost. You can have the effing belt. It is a trophy. Anyway,
Mauricio, got a lot to say about me not paying him $300,000 plus another $100K something for sanction fees, right?
Dan's witnessed both sides. Some accuse the WBC for politics, while others claim Crawford was standing on principle. In any case, he's going into the Pacquiao bout without his green belt, but with something even more dangerous, a point to prove. And this takes us to the question that divides boxing fans worldwide. Could Terence Crawford defeat a prime Manny Pacquiao? Oscar de la Hoya claims that Pacquiao in his heyday would have demolished him. But Crawford disagrees. In fact, he believes only one guy in history could have actually challenged him, Floyd Mayweather. Crawford explained that he would be honoring those who came before him. However, I would only have concerns with Mayweather because of his mental attitude.
If I take Floyd Mayweather in his absolute prime, and I take Manny Pacquiao in his absolute prime,
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd still beats him.
Floyd beat everybody.
You don't believe there's a guy at 140, 147 in the history of boxing that could have beat Floyd in his prime?
It'd be tough. Floyd, man, that boy, man, that's the GOAT, man. That boy bad.
This is a confident remark. It may appear haughty to some, but it is a typical Crawford comment, unapologetic, undefeated, and unaffected by criticism. And now he has the perfect opportunity to silence all doubters in one night. Before this battle, Crawford had options, or so he thought. There was talk of a Canelo rematch, as well as conjecture about challenging the winner of Yanibek Alimkhanili versus Arislandi Lara for belts in a 6th weight class. However, their intentions were thwarted when Yanibek tested positive for a prohibited substance just days before the bout. The fight was called off, leaving Pacquiao as the only meaningful challenger. Canelo's camp is apparently open to a rematch, but Crawford's demand is unwavering. It's $100 million or no agreement. Bernie, the boxer, confirmed it again. If they don't give him $100 million, it won't happen. That's why supporters are referring to this as the legacy fight. It is more than a fight, it is about history, validation, and control over the boxing narrative itself.
You get positioned to make that kind of money. I mean, come on, you're 38 years old. You've been paying sanctioning fees for a long time in the past. There's nothing new here. It's nothing groundbreaking. You had no problem when they were ranking you to fucking fight Canelo. It's like my agent getting me a huge movie and he's asking for his 10%.
So here we are. Crawford's heated online battle sparked a firestorm on social media. His dispute with the WBC regarding sanctioning costs, his incredible $100 million demand for the world's biggest battles. And now comes the long-awaited clash with Manny Pacquiao, the 8-division legend who once reigned boxing's pinnacle. This is not just another fight, it's a collision of two eras. The old legend versus the new ruler. Crawford claims he has been the source of the problem since the beginning. Pacquiao's legacy suggests otherwise. One man battles for history, the other for approval. So, who comes away with history on their side? The legend of the Lion? Please share your ideas in the comments below.
Terence Crawford just joined Manny Pacquiao as the only legit 4-division champion in the history of boxing. And he did it by jumping middle. He came lightweight, junior welter, then he won a belt at junior middle, not the whole championship.
Okay, guys, for the most up-to-date boxing news, moments, events, and actions, subscribe to Boxing Hype and enable notifications to never miss out on quality material. Check out our other videos, sync with video time.